Okay, here's my coins part 2. So I told you I had to change the view a little bit. So what I have here are my pennies, my nickels, and my dimes on my table. And what I did is I sorted them. And you can see I have all of my nickels here, all of my pennies here, and all of my dimes are here. So I'd like you to go ahead and do the same thing with your coins, okay? Go ahead and sort them. And that way when I ask you questions about like how much money do you have, it will be really easy for you to set that up. So if you haven't sorted your coins, go ahead and do that and then come back. You can pause the video and then come back. So my first challenge though is how much money do you have if you have 4 nickels and 4 pennies? Okay, so if you don't have real coins, go ahead and draw 4 nickels and 4 pennies. So if you look at all these coins, here are my nickels. If you're drawing coins, you're going to want to put a 5 in each of the coins because nickels are worth 5. And then I'm going to take 4 pennies. Now, I want you to go ahead and in your mind count them. And then if you have a piece of notebook paper, you could write down how much money you have, or you can just think it in your head and see if it matches what I have. So let's go ahead and count the coins together. So we're going to start with the biggest number first and then count on by ones. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 4 nickels and 4 pennies equals 24 cents. Let's try another one. This time let's count some dimes too. So let's start with 3 dimes. How much money do you have if you have 3 dimes and 6 pennies? All right, so I sorted them. I've got 3 dimes and 6 pennies. Now when we count, we're going to start with the dimes and then count on with the pennies. Dimes are worth how much? They're worth 10. So let's skip count by tens and then count on. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 3 dimes and 6 pennies is 36 cents. All right, let's try another one. Let's put my dimes back and my pennies back. Let's try one that has a mixture of all 3 coins. Let's do 2 of each. So 2 dimes, 2 nickels, 2 pennies. Now notice the order that I have them. It's kind of confusing to count them in this order because I just told you you're supposed to count with the highest number first. Dimes are worth more than nickels and pennies, so I'm going to move these over. And now I'm going to count. I'm going to start with my dimes, then I'm going to count on with my nickels, and then count on with my pennies. So if you have yours sorted, pull out 2 dimes, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. And then let's count together. We have 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. So you have 32 cents if you have 2 dimes, 2 nickels, and 2 pennies. I'm going to count that again because that was kind of tricky. I want you to count with me. Count out loud with me, starting with the dimes. 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. 32 cents. All right, let's try one more. Let's do one with just nickels and pennies again. Let's do 3 nickels. And let's do 8 pennies. So how much money do you have if you have 3 nickels and 8 pennies? I want you to count yourself. 3 nickels and 8 pennies. And I forgot, if you're drawing this, you can always just pause the video in between. I might be going too fast. So you can pause it and erase it and then redraw. So now you have 3 nickels, 8 pennies. I want you to practice counting them. Remember, we always start with the highest numbers first and then count on by ones. So I'm going to see if you're right. You count with me and see if you've got the right answer. Start with our nickels, and nickels are worth 5. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 cents. If you have 5 nickels and 8 pennies, you have 23 cents. Hopefully you got that right because that was good practice. Let's count one more time if you didn't quite catch that. So count with me, count out loud. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You have 23 cents. And that's it for today with counting money. If you have questions or if this is confusing, you can watch this video again. And hopefully that will give you some extra practice that you might need to finish your assignments today. So I hope you have a great day and keep up the great work.